Gilliard, and I am the creator, writer, and executive producer and star of the digital series 2 Degrees. So 2 Degrees is a short digital series, 6-episode season. Each episode is between 7 and 10 minutes. So how did 2 Degrees come about? Well, people always tell me that everybody knows you, Carl. Carl, you know everybody. I thought it would be a fun concept to kind of throw that and turn it on its ear and create a series just about nothing, about my relationships and about my time in Hollywood. So you'll find throughout the show, you'll find literally decades of cumulative relationships in every show. I think that if you were to add up every person who's on the show, acting or behind the scenes, it'd be hundreds of cumulative years of relationships. So I've taken that and then also dovetailed that into a story, a fictionalized autobiographical story. So in the first season, we see me losing some things in my life, losing my house, losing my wife, and going through some things and not handling it very well. And you'll see also some misuse of some social media, things of that nature. What I've done basically is taken every perception, true and false, given it back and turned it on its ear to create what we think is a very hilarious comedy. So April 20th, we'll be debuting 2 Degrees on Facebook, on our 2 Degrees the Series page, on YouTube at 2 Degrees the Series, and maybe even on Instagram. Thanks for watching. 2 Degrees is coming at you. I'm Carl Gilliard. See you then.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Rob Diggy, original creator of the track that you're listening to right now. But it's part of a series called 2 Degrees, the series, airing 4/20/2020 on Facebook, Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you check this out. Carl Gilliard, my boy, did a great job, outstanding job with the production. Him and his wife, LaTanya, give him credit. You gotta check this out. A lot of Hollywood stars that you'll be able to recognize, and it's going to be a good series. All right, so check it out. 2 Degrees, the series. Facebook, 4/20/2020, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. All right, out of here.
Hi, I'm Tony Winters, and in 2 Degrees, the web series or the digital series, I'm playing Tony Winters, which is a complete departure for me because in my career, I've always played other guys, and that's very comfortable for me. But to play myself was a bit of a departure. So when Carl said, no, you're not gonna play Bob or John or Charles or Ralph, you're gonna be you. But you're gonna be some kind of heightened version of yourself. Well, when my boy Carl asked me to do something, I'm gonna do it because he's been there for me through all of my crazy ideas. When I asked him to help me produce Retiring Tatiana, Carl was there. He stood right there in the gap. When I asked him to direct Section 8, Carl was right there, stood right there in the gap and directed a beautiful film which garnered awards. He's asking me to simply be myself in front of the camera. No big ask. So I did it. And this is gonna be a dope project. He's aligned talent like I never could. I'm so proud of him. I'm so excited for him. And you guys are gonna be equally as proud and happy and as excited for Carl as I am in April when this thing hits the air.
Hi, my name is Nikki Crawford, and I'm one of the cast members on 2 Degrees with my boy Carl Gilliard. I'm so happy to be working on this project, so happy that he is taking his career into his own hands and doing his own work, and it's going to be a phenomenal series, and it's going to be extremely funny, it's going to be poignant, and it's, I would say, semi-autobiographical, or maybe even more so. Whatever that is, called, I don't know. Today I filmed my second episode and it's hilarious. Just tune in once it's up and streaming on YouTube or Facebook, wherever he decides to stream it. And it's gonna be thoroughly enjoyable. Check it out. Very happy for you, Carl.
Hey guys, what's up? Man, I got to tell you, when Carl said, he had this series that he wanted me to participate in, I was like, okay. And he said, everybody gets to be themselves. And I was like, okay. And then he tells me that I can have my name, but I got to be somebody else. So I get to be the asshole. You know what? It's been fun. But I think a lot of people are going to think that that's who I really am in real life. And I'm not that dude. But it has been a blast. I mean, he put together a wonderful cast. You get to work with some people that, you've always admired and everything else. I mean, this whole experience has been really cool. And what I find interesting for my character, as far as how I relate to Carl, it's like we are two opposites. And no matter what we do, we just can't get it together. And then of course my character has this really mean streak, but I think it's kind of fun. And I've had a lot of fun playing it, so I hope you guys enjoy it. You know what? Follow Carl, follow 2 Degrees, and hey, let's have a blast. Thank you so much for looking at us though. We really appreciate it.
2 Degrees, that's what Carl Gilliard is. And I'm so happy he's doing this project because I believe in creating your own content. And I'm happy to see Carl using his voice, his storytelling, his talent to finally bring this project to life. I'm even more excited to be directing it. To be directing this episode of all men, and the fact that he was willing to step out the box and go, yes, I'll bring this woman director on to direct all these men, and just to have the faith and trust in me to do that is such an honor, and it's super exciting. And you guys are gonna be on such a wild ride to watch this, which I think is cool. I think it's so different. It's got a different spin to it, and there's no better story to tell than the one of your own, right? And that's what Carl's doing, so let us stay tuned.
What's going on? This is Burke. Just real quick about 2 Degrees. It was an absolute pleasure working with my brother Carl Gilliard. I mean, he directed me a few years ago, and it was just such an amazing experience. I think the brother's so supremely talented and just such a good brother that it was just a wonderful opportunity to work with him. I had fun on the shoot because it gave us as actors a chance to kind of play with our true emotions about a lot of the things that we experience, working in this industry, which can be like such a roller coaster ride. And just to have fun with it, to make fun of ourselves, to make fun of the situations we go through. It was wonderful to do that with someone I trust, with someone who I just enjoy being around in general, and with so many of these wonderful actors and talented brothers and sisters that are in this industry that we take for granted because we see each other all the time. I mean, go check us out. I mean, you'll see that. It's just a good time, but at the same time, a lot of laughs.
It's your boy Reggie Gaskins here on the set of 2 Degrees, directing episode 102. This is the second episode. Listen, the first episode was a great time. All the actors were there. You know them: Kiki Haynes, Ken Falcon, Keith Burke. Everybody was there. Don B. Welch. And the opportunity to direct this type of project when you're dealing with a real issue between a husband and a wife and what they go through and how the relationship began to how it ended. Carl did a great job writing this. Episode 2 is hilarious. The 2 episodes will be enlightening, entertaining, and enjoyable. So I want y'all to watch it and holler at your boy.
World War II housing for people of color.
think it's hilarious, and I think it's so courageous of Carl to just kind of put it all out there for people to see, and actually to serve, because whether people want to admit it or not, you will probably see yourself somewhere in this. On top of it, it's just absolutely hilarious. So I'm loving the fact that he's doing his own thing. It's about doggone time. And also really, really pleased with the product so far. I think everybody's going to be really, really happy and have a really good time watching it. LaDonna, Bin Laden. You know, as an actor, you can never judge a character, and so I don't judge LaDonna, and I do try my best to step into her shoes and to understand the pain and the hurt that must cause somebody to react to things the way that she does. And whether that's because of her relationship with Carl, whether that's because of her past, who knows what it is, whether it's because she's just a little crazy, and it could be all of the above. You know, there's a lot of truth, and she feels that her feelings are valid. And if there's anything that can be taken away from people to serve, is that everybody's feelings are valid. They really are. So I'm enjoying her because I don't usually get an opportunity to play the antagonist, and it's fun. But at the same time, I think there's something to be learned from watching her.